Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Good evening. Here into the late snow season, we are still talking about potentially reaching that threshold of bringing in the snowiest season on record. We so far this season have brought in 130.5 inches of snowfall. Third time ever that we've reached 130 inches, and if we can get 4 more inches of snowfall, we would tie that first place spot with the 2011-2012 season. And we have some chances of snowfall here as we roll into this week. First round that we are talking about is taking place already for some of our coastal locations currently, but then going to spread even for some inland spots into the rest of our Tuesday. We're noting that the accumulation inland is expected to be lighter, holding to a few tenths of an inch, but there might be some overperforming banding features that maybe could bring a few better numbers to the board, especially for some of those hillside areas and mountainous areas, but we'll definitely keep an eye on those totals that trickle in. And then there is going to be a second round that we're watching to initiate itself Thursday into the weekend forecast. It has some warm elements to it, but overall we are going to hold to a little bit of a cooler setup this week, which is going to allow for this snowfall potential. So as we head into our Tuesday, we're tracking that chance for some snow showers there. Temperatures hovering just around those 20s to 30s underneath a little bit of that northerly flow. We do roll into the day noting that northerly flow is pushing in, keeping it mostly a snow potential, but the moisture that moves in does allow for at least some light snowfall chances. There was some of those you could see some of that set up, that band up feature. There could be, again, some spots that could see some higher accumulation, but we see that then starts to fall apart quickly into Wednesday, where we even talk about some sunshine on the board, and then we keep an eye on the emerging system that will come Thursday into that weekend forecast. So as we look at the potential accumulation, as mentioned, only about a few tenths of an inch. We see there 3/10 of an inch into Kenai, 1/2 an inch up through Anchorage, and then just around 4/10 of an inch there for Palmer. Our coastal areas, that's where the more a significant snowfall accumulation is possible, looking at anywhere from about 2 to 6 inches there from Valdez through Seward. We'll watch that. For the most part, winds not too much of a concern with this system. There will be, though, a concern of some winds with that second system, so we'll be watching that. 14 hours and 13 minutes of daylight is what we're working with, nearly that, or just before 7 a.m. for a sunrise, after 9 p.m. now for a sunset, where we'll see maybe some areas of some sunshine at time through our Tuesday, but we'll mainly focus on talking about some of those scattered snow showers to then head into our Wednesday, bringing in some times of some sunshine. Again, still holding to a cooler than normal weather pattern. Many of our locations holding into the 30s, might just touch the 40s, but note that we should be this time of the year heading at least into those mid 40s. We'll have an increase into the winds and the next precipitation chance coming Thursday into that early weekend forecast, where again that environment continues to stay cooler, so watching that snowfall potential will be watched, and then we do have some potential drying and warming into next week.